Peace and love, peace and love. This is Yari, and this video is about the Neptune retrograde, and also this is about the Venus in Leo transit. So first I want to get into that retrograde. That Neptune retrograde is in Pisces right now, and it's not too far off from that Jupiter, which is also retrograding in Pisces. Both of these are going to be trining the sun in Cancer, so it's going to bring a lot of attention to areas where there could be instability in your life, and areas that we need to give attention to certain family members or people we relate to, relatives, and also just our own relationship with ourselves, using our intuition properly, trusting ourselves the first time, areas where we have all four, legs to the table, I always say, so we can stand upright. And so areas also just where we just water our plants in life, and what type of water, and is it tearing away at what we're doing, but is it actually supporting, all right, and I would say giving us the nutrients to what we need, all right. And so right now with those retrograding, especially with Neptune, let's get back into that. I call it like your magic wand. It's like your magic wand, and it helps you to go, and it helps things to really just move further and faster, and it just brings a whole lot of magic into a situation. So that's the enchantment and things of our dreams, and it's also a place of recovery, because it has a lot to do with our 12th house, places where we detach, places where we separate ourselves, and places where we really go deep within to get help or get this assistance. And it has a lot to do with our spirituality as well. And so anytime that we break away, I would say this is a time where distractions could come up a lot faster, a lot quicker, and people could mislead us in a whole lot of different ways. And so our best bet is to really do the math in a lot of situations, and making sure that we are really calculating who we're around, what we're doing, and looking at the details. Because Neptune is retrograding, it may seem like your enchantment, your dreams, your magic, and things that just really help you relax seem further away from you than you want it to be. So things could seem very uncomfortable. It could also seem like you don't know who to trust or what to trust. So that's why this right now is telling you to focus on your relationship within. Your spiritual journey is very personal. And so that's why it's easy for you to reach out and connect to people who are like you, or who may need you, or people who can even teach you. But we have to be open, and we have to know where we are. So our alignment is going to lead us to places that get us to that journey, get us to that highway, get us elevated. But we have to be willing to face what has been distracting us, people and things. And we have to be able to put to bed and put to rest people and things who are no longer serving us in this part of our life right now. And so the universe is saying, hey, if you go the speed limit, if you take your time about what you need to be doing, it's easier to see what has been causing you to rubberneck, what has been causing you to lose your sight, what has been causing you to turn your head in the direction when you really need to be paying attention to the road of your life. So there are people and things in our life who appear innocent, who appear like they're not doing anything at all. We have to be able to be honest with ourselves, whether it's our habits, smoking, drinking, the things that we eat, people we have around. All these things have some type of effect on our health, on our chakras, our energy points, and what we give back out into the world. So right now we're looking at things and seeing if they're a subtraction or not. So first we have to make sure that we're doing the math, like I said, and adding up properly what something is doing, because you don't want to dismiss the wrong people and things. You don't want to dismiss something that's going to get you closer to your magic. And so you don't want to, make the wrong choices right now. So that's why I say the more time that you spend resting, meditating, praying, listening to music, specifically anything between, I would say 900 and 1,000 hertz, or even you can even say, I would maybe say 700 to 1,000 hertz. Those things will really help your mind to really just gain a lot of clarity. Those things will also help you with that oxytocin that you want to build, those things that help you relax and feel good, but you want it to come from a real pure space, not from a place of escapism, not from a place that's taking you away from, not from a place that's going to put you in the wrong position later and have you, exits behind on where you're supposed to be of your life. So you want to make sure that, you're staying aligned with the right people, whether it's your doctor, a counselor, a therapist, but the right people who are walking you right back into your bliss, and people who have their hand on your back just in case you try to turn around. This is the time right now with that Neptune retrograde to just really find your wine. Your wine is going to come back different. Your wine and the things that bring you bliss and the things that keep you elevated are going to be different. Okay, the people that you connect to on that type of level are going to be different, and the subjects that you are into are going to be different. So that's why a lot of people might be into the tarot, the astrology, and things of the occult nature right now, because a lot of people are trying to figure things out. A lot of people are getting a lot of messages right now, and so that could be doing a whole lot for you on another level. Now let's get into this Venus in Leo. This Venus in Leo could bring a little disharmonious energy, disharmony into wherever you have that Jupiter and that Neptune retrograding at. Okay, and so wherever there's not a lot of confidence, wherever you're not ready to roar, wherever you're not ready to bring forth an energy and really express yourself, this is why the distractions are going to really be there. You have to be able to beep your horn at things that don't mean you well. Okay, and so as you're in traffic, please beep your horn. That could save somebody's life, that could save you time, that could save you energy and money. Okay, so the disharmony, I'm going to say it right this time, the disharmony into a situation could also be wherever you don't have faith. And so Pisces is your inner faith, but Leo is your outer faith. And so that Venus in Leo is bringing the outer faith into what you attract into your life. And so dealing with the law of attraction, you want to make sure that there's a whole lot of good energy, positive energy, and there's a whole lot of faith about what's the manifesting and what's going to come in the future about what you're doing and who you're dealing with, so you don't have to worry about the accidents or the mistakes. Okay, you want to make sure that you're feeling really good about your dealings, and so that you can build up to the beautiful things that are going to multiply for you. If not, you're going to get the accident. You're going to get things that just fall over. I would even call it the towers when we talk about tarot, where things just fall apart. But sometimes it's just to put you back together. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that with this Venus and Leo. This is a really good time to attract beautiful people into your life, okay? If there's anybody you want to talk to, anybody you've had your mind on, this is a time to let that cat out the bag. This is also a time where people might be celebrating more, going out more. Venus and Leo, especially after COVID and everything, a lot of people are, want to be more social. It's a beautiful time for that. This is also where you're going to collect your money. So any situations where it's talking about marketing, putting yourself out there, business or personal, you want to really put yourself out there. You really want to see what it does for you. You want to see the changes you've made since February. The changes you've made, the people you've met, they can walk you into a lot of opportunities. So you want to pay attention to the time frame, and you want to pay attention to the energy. All right. And so Cancer season is saying, I want to feel. All right. But Venus and Leo is saying, I find my pleasure through expressing. So still use your intuition that is leading what's taking place. But these contracts, connections, and the way you gain your money and your funds is going to be through socializing, moving through the crowd, fellowshipping, but also giving off a light that's irresistible, being magnetic, even when you don't talk, even when you walk in the room and you just show up and people just, want to be around you just because of the way you look, just because of your whole aura, or I call it your spiritual perfume. You want it to be just on point, and that's going to get you closer. You don't have to do that much work. It's going to get you closer to the things that you want. And so in the shadows of that whole thing with Venus and Leo is wherever you are different, wherever you are not unique, okay, but wherever you don't have confidence in where you're different or wherever you're unique at, you want to make your style everybody's style. You want everybody to want whatever it is that you have, and so you want to make it yours. You do want to pay attention to copycats when it comes to business, and you do want to pay attention to people who will try to interrupt what you're trying to do when it comes to personal dealings. So when it comes to somebody you're attracted to or you like, yeah, it's going to be some haters, and when it comes to business, yeah, it's going to be some haters, and you have to be prepared for that, and you have to also be able to reverse your car and reverse your vehicle and go in a different way just in case somebody else is on your tail. All right, peace and love, and I will be doing a follow-up video for these transits from now on for each sign. So each sign will see how these transits will apply to them and how it works for you or even against you. Peace and love, you guys, and enjoy your day.